right, heading over to our spotlight matchup, we're going to take a look at some college basketball. Number 6, Alabama, who is 8-1. It's their first road trip of the season. They will be heading to Memphis, who is 5-4, 4-1 at home. By the way, I totally forgot Penny Hardaway is Memphis's coach, so that's always fun. But the record is not. Alabama is the 3.5-point favorite as it stands with a total here of 155.5. Bama has won 4 straight, while Memphis has lost 4 straight after starting off the year 5-0. 2 of those losses were at home and 2 on the road, including that one against Murray State, in which they were the 10-point dogs. So it's not great for Memphis. However, aside from a blowout loss to Iowa State, the Tigers' losses haven't been by more than 4 points, which I'm sure has been super fun for Memphis fans. While most of Bama's wins have been dominant, they barely got by Houston on Saturday in an 83-82 final. But let's not discredit those back-to-back wins over ranked opponents in Houston at number 14. And oh yeah, that huge win against number 3 Gonzaga on December 4th, 91-82. Arky, with all of this said, how are you betting this game tonight?
To me, it's easy. It's Alabama or nothing. Alabama is red hot, and they are... Look, there's been a lot of discussion about Memphis and their number 1 recruiting class coming in, and Amani Bates has been fine. Right, but we're also talking about a guy who's not even draft eligible for this near draft because he's not even old enough. Like, he's too young to be drafted, and he's playing in college right now. Right, it's kind of wild to think about. And then Curran, the other lottery pick for them, he's doing fine as well. He's a fine rebounder so far, but they haven't sort of been able to put all the pieces together yet for the majority of this season. All of their wins are against teams they should be winning against. Although some of their losses are teams they should be winning against, too. They should have beaten Georgia. That's not a very good SEC team. I mean, Memphis is taking on the entire SEC right now. Losing to Georgia, losing to Ole Miss. They got Alabama, who they'll lose to tonight. They got Tennessee on Saturday in a big rivalry rematch. So there is a lot of concern to be had for Memphis. The spread opened at 3.5, immediately shot to 4.5, was 5 this morning. It's back down to 3.5 as we're talking about it now, and I think it's a good number to take it at. Alabama's got a bunch of great kids that aren't just cool basketball guys, right? They aren't just guys playing for the team. The last 3 recruiting cycles for Nate Oates, they've got a 5-star and 8 4-stars that he's recruited onto that roster. They are loaded. That doesn't even including a guy like Javon Quinterly, who was playing at Villanova a couple seasons ago and transferred to Alabama. Jaden Shackelford's a tremendous junior who's having a career year, 19 points a game. This team shoots a bunch of threes. They make a bunch of threes. They spread the ball out. They don't like taking 2-point shots because threes are better. And it's worked out for the most part. As you said, they've beaten Gonzaga. They've beaten Houston so far. If you put Baylor on the schedule, they would have beaten the entire Final Four, it feels like, already. Whoa. If you also get to shoot up UCLA at some point. So Alabama, this is kind of their year to make it shine. Memphis, Penny Hardaway's not a great coach. I don't know what it is about it. He can't get these guys all completely on the same page, at least not right now. He can recruit, can't coach that well. So if you take anything, you take Alabama and you get glad that if you didn't take it last night at 3.5, you can get it 3.5 now. Alabama minus 3.5 to win this game.
All right. Right there with you. I'm going to take a look at the numbers here. Bama is 6-3 against the spread on the season, while Memphis is 4-5. Bama has exceeded this total of 155.5 in 6 of their 9 games this season, and Memphis has reached it in 2 of their 9. I think this has potential to be a bit of a bloodbath, no offense to Memphis, but then again, knowing they are going up against a ranked team at home, maybe we'll see if they can turn it on. I just don't feel confident in that happening. However, I'm going to ride with the tide here, Arky. This one tonight at minus 3.5, and I also think I'm leaning the over of 155.5, knowing that Bama is capable of putting up big points, whether or not Memphis decides to or not. So give me Alabama minus 3.5.
I think the over is probably the smart play, too, because Memphis can't score. They're not bad.
Yeah.
The reason this spread is so low is because Memphis is loaded with a lot of really good basketball players. So it could happen. I just have to see it, and I ride the more experienced and better coach in Nate Oates, even though this is his first true road game of the season.
That's crazy to me. First road game, and we're in December.
Yeah.
Weird.
Well, he's at a bunch of neutral sites, so they've traveled a little.
True. Yes. Okay.